Hey guys, welcome to Accelerating Alpha. Today we're going to talk about how much you should be saving for retirement and what exactly you need to do to retire a millionaire. So there's a lot of different opinions and advice out there about what type of fund you should use when investing for retirement. Should you do a mutual fund, front-loaded or back-loaded? What about individual bonds or stocks? Me personally, I recommend keeping it simple and going with a cheap, low-cost index fund, specifically the one currently offered from Vanguard, VOO. The benefits of it are it offers a very, very low expense ratio at 0.03% and a decent dividend that you can use to reinvest within the fund automatically at 1.50%. So for the sake of argument today and for all the calculations you'll be seeing, we'll be using VOO. Now, VOO does track the S&P 500, and the S&P 500 has averaged 7.5% since 1928. So that's actually a pretty healthy return for something that's pretty simple. And for those that don't know, the S&P 500 contains 500 of some of the largest companies domestically in the US, such as Microsoft, Google, Visa, and ExxonMobil, and so on. So let's assume you don't necessarily have a whole lot of money to invest. A lot of people think that to build any type of substantial nest egg by the time they retire, it takes tens of thousands of dollars per year and several years, if not even decades, to build that kind of wealth. As you're going to see in a minute, it doesn't. The power of compound interest can do all the heavy lifting for you. So let's say you're 25 years old and you invest $200 per month in VOO and have the dividends reinvest in themselves. As this graph shows you, by the time you're 60 years old, you will have over $500,000 within that account. But let's say you want to retire a millionaire. If you want to do that just by having $1 million within that investment account, assuming 7.5% annual yield and reinvesting the dividends, you're going to have to put in only $400 per month to have a total account value of just over $1 million by the time you're 60 years of age. And this graph shows you exactly how much you will make on a yearly basis. Now, what about those that are closer to my age and are 30 years old? Is there still a chance to become a millionaire without investing a large sum of money? There is, but as you'll see in these following examples, it gets more and more difficult because the most valuable asset you have, it's not your money, it's your time. You can always get more money, you can never get more time. So in this example, if you start at age 30 and you want to invest for the next 30 years and retire at 60, you will have to invest $650 per month just to become a millionaire. Whereas at the age of 25, you only had to invest $400 per month. Now what about those that start even later? So let's take another example. Let's say you're 35 years old and you don't have a single dollar saved for retirement. If you want to retire a millionaire, you're going to have to start investing $1,000 per month until you're 60 years old to have $1 million in your account. But what about if you are 40 and haven't invested a dollar for retirement? Well, unfortunately, the outlook gets a little more bleak because now you only have 20 years to save up for retirement. So in order to do that and become a millionaire, it's still possible, but a lot more difficult. As this chart shows, you're going to have to invest $1,666 per month and have the dividends reinvest within the fund, all while you're doing these investments on a monthly basis to retire a millionaire at 60. So a lot of people wait to invest until their 30s, 40s, and 50s, thinking that they'll have more money at that stage in their life. They often will, but just as their money and salaries increase, so do their expenses, and so does the amount of money needed to get you to where you would necessarily want to be, especially if you want to be a millionaire. So my advice is to start as early as possible. As you saw from the example, a 25-year-old can become a millionaire simply by investing $400 a month, whereas if you're 40, you have to invest $1,666 per month just to become a millionaire. Now for some of you, you might think, well, I don't have $200 or $400 a month to invest. That's fine. Any amount helps, whether it's $10, $5, $20 a month, anything. If you can cut out some cups of coffee or maybe a night out once a month, you can use that money to benefit your future and see tremendous growth. Albert Einstein said, and these examples show, that one of the most powerful forces in the universe is compound interest. And the earlier you start, the better off you will be in the future. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you really understand that money is not the most valuable thing you have, but time. And you have to make sure you leverage compound interest as soon as you can. And if you haven't done so already, click off this video and start investing. But if you like this video and want to see more like it, please hit that like button and make sure to subscribe as well. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next week.